well. Down and spoke to the neighborhood friendly atheist on a Sunday afternoon. It seems he overheard me throwing prayers out to the birds and moaning this or that about my soul. So to better understand my point of view and choice of words, he thought it best to break some bread and see what I might know. He said, what about this world makes you think that someone's listening when you're mumbling in a field all alone? Now, I don't mean to pry, and I replied, no, that's all right. It's hard to find the words, but I'll try. See, I'm the kind of guy that looks for synchronicity, and I can't help but fall in love with everything I see. Like honeybees and cherry trees, agonies and ecstasies, glory be, me oh my, how the star and why the sky. My brain ain't where the thoughts come from, it's where they go to die. But sometimes I swear I can feel the gentle hand that's urging all of this along. The cause that spins the atom like a dervish to the rhythm of an ancient song. Or maybe I'm a madman and the world made me insane, 'cause I can't worship governments and experts in the brain. There's a magnet in the ground, I can feel it pull me down, and on my knees I try to muster up an honest prayer. And if no one's out there listening to me, I don't care. My spirit finds the words and love inspires me to say them, and it feels right as rain, unless of course you got a better explanation. Neighborhood-friendly atheist said to me, well, that's just a little bit of serotonin interacting with your hypothalamus and hippocampus in a neurochemical procedure that's eliciting affirmative emotions as a consequence of your decision to adopt and integrate a series of delusions you inherited from broader society. And I said, doesn't sound very magical. Could be just an anti-intellectual proclivity, a temperamental malady, an allergy to reason, and a tendency to emphasize and elevate emotional responses, and it's making you susceptible to fairy tales written long before we had the chance to leave our ignorance behind. And I said, well, Theo, it's a little academic for me, you know. I'm a man of the people. It's okay. We speak different languages, you and me, and that's all right. I just have this fear. You know, if we remove God from an entire cultural system, we end up replacing it with strange counterfeits like celebrity worship, the trance of the TikTok scroll, and eventually we end up sitting around waiting for some politician to save the world, some unenlightened billionaire. That ain't me, so I go to the old stories. I turn to sacred texts, myths. I find comfort in that, you know. And the neighborhood-friendly atheist said to me, well, I can understand romantic sentiment, but I rely on common sense and evidence, scientific measurements and data sets. Not to say that you are unintelligent. I find it kind of funny that a clever guy like you would need an outdated, antiquated superstition just so you can have a little meaning in a random universe. I like your perspective, but it's not enough to make me change my mind. I said, well, I'm not on a mission of conversion, so we'll get along just fine. And he said, I liked sharing time with you, though. Come on down next week and talk again. And I said, hey, same to you, Theo. It's nice to have a neighbor, but I